Hello gamers, welcome to another edition of Tonight on Mage Hammer's Game Table, where tonight I'm continuing my series featuring my Delves and Dangers Rules Light Fantasy RPG. And in the last episode, our heroes were making their way through a delve looking for a missing farmer and missing cattle, technically, when they came upon a creature like this that attacked them. They're calling that an arachnoid. And then then they were set upon by spiders that gave them a heck of a run for their money and slew one of their party members, Reggie, the human thief. They have recruited their guide, Willowick, a ranger based out of the village of Tinyvale, where they have been where the party has been investigating the disappearances of cattle and now a farmer. The farmer is hanging by webbing above an altar here, while a priestess stands next to him and is guarded by 2 arachnoids and 2 spiders. These spiders also have venom dripping from all of them have venom dripping from their fangs, except the priestess, of course. And so this is they are injured a bit. And also Thok, the resident wizard, is out of power points, so he's very limited in the spells he can use, including he doesn't even have enough points for a damage ward. So this is going to be a very interesting battle, and we'll see how it rolls, but they need to save Lars. So we're going to get right into it. She said, "Welcome to my parlor," at the end of last episode. And now we're going to roll initiative. So Honey is going before the creatures. All right. And Salazar is going, or not Salazar, Reggie. We'll call this Willowick. Willowick is going before, even though Willowick rolled 4 dice and probably shouldn't have. We'll say he's really incentivized. Oh my gosh. Salazar Snake Eyes. That's been dubbed by a friend of the channel, Chris, because he rolled so many Snake Eyes last game, has started out this episode with 3 1s. Oh my goodness, I don't believe it. Those dice must be cursed. And then Thok is going after the enemies as well. So Willowick needs to get the Lars, but he got to fight his way through these things. So he's trying to decide. He's just going to go this way. He's going to flank. He goes, "Honey, flank left, I'll go right." So he goes after this spider, and we'll have Honey go after this spider, and then we'll see what happens. So he rolls 9 dice with both of his weapons to attack, and we're just going to use Reggie's dice. Woo, he is determined. Look at that. So he got 2 exploding dice. Those 6s explode, and he gets 3, 6, 8. And that creature takes 5 damage. All right. So bring it down to that much stamina. And then check out the arachnoids. Check out their stamina. Yeah, okay. All right, that makes sense. So that's good. Okay. And then the priestess, will give her stamina at that. All right, so he attacks that spider. Now Honey attacks with her warhammer, and she's attacking with 6 dice. And gets 3 1s and 3 6s. Wow, look at that. That's crazy. Anyway, so the 6s explode. Woo! And she gets another exploder. Nice. So 3, 6, 7 minus 3 is 4 damage on that spider. Good solid hits right out of the gate, folks. All right. Now their attack. So this spider attacks Willowick. He is wearing, looks like he's wearing chainmail, so he has an armor of 2. They have 6 dice for their attack. And gets, wow, a lot of successes and 2 explosions. All right, so he does 4, 7 minus 2 is 5 damage to Willowick. And then Willowick is going to have to make a strength resistance roll. He's got 4 dice for a strength resistance roll, and he needs to get DL against the spiders, DL3, and he gets it easily. Even though it's an exploder, we don't need to roll it. He does not take an additional effect. All right, and then the attack on Honey, and 1 exploder. Oh. All right, so that's 4. Honey has 3 armor, so that's only 1 damage, but it's enough that Honey is going to have to make a strength resistance roll to avoid further effect. Her strength is 2, resistance is 2, so she rolls 2 dice, and she needs 3, so she takes an additional D3 damage, poison damage. She takes 1 more poison damage. So her blood is burning with the venom coursing through her veins. All right, the arachnoids, 1 attacks Honey and 1 attacks Willowick. So the attack on Honey, 1 exploder. All right, so that's 1 damage. Now she needs to make a strength resistance roll versus its venom. Its venom is not as powerful as the spiders, so she only needs a DL2. Strength resistance, and she gets to reroll a failed roll because she's a halfling, and she fails, and she takes an additional D3. Oh, yeah. Additional D3 from the arachnoids as well. 1 more damage. So she's slowly getting poisoned. All right, and so now that brings us, and the priestess stabs Lars, poor Lars, right in the chest with a dagger. And suddenly, from that blow, a purplish light begins to form in the middle of the web that's holding him there as his blood seeps down his chest. And Willowick goes, "No!" All right, so now Salazar's going to fire off at the priestess, moves into the room and fires off the priestess. He has 8 dice with his bow. And a lot of 1s there, Salazar. I'm going to get you new dice for next episode. All right, but he does have 2 exploding dice, so let's see how that goes. All right, so 1 of them is a success. So he does 3, 5. Her armor is 2, so she takes 3 damage. Do what you want to me. I have fulfilled my destiny for Arachness. I, Octa of Arachness. And then Thok moves against this far wall, fires off a firebolt, or magic bolt. Magic bolt, sorry, not firebolt. He has lightning, he doesn't have fire. Anyway, but the magic bolt is force. He gets 5 dice at the priestess. She has an agility resistance of 2. He does 4, so she takes 2 more damage from that magic bolt. And now it's initiative. Okay. Let's see if Salazar can roll some more 1s. All right. So the way initiative works in this game, if this is your first video, my game is that they roll a agility test or roll, and if they make that roll of 2 or more, then they go before the enemy, and so everybody's going before the enemies. And if they fail that test, they go after. But everybody's going before, so that's really good. All right, we're gonna see what Salazar can do here. He's gonna shoot the priestess again. Nice roll, nice roll. He's got 1 6, which explodes, and he gets to roll again. Roll another die. All right, that is a lot of successes. 3, 6, 8 minus 2 is 6 damage. Not quite enough to take her down. So then we might as well do it while we're here. Thok is going to fire off another magic bolt. Ooh! What were those rolls against those spiders last episode? 2, 4, 6. Her agility is also 2, so that's 4 more. She drops, but she has already done her duty to her goddess by sacrificing Lars. And in the middle of that web, slowly but surely there is a portal, or some kind of purplish disc of energy slowly opening. All right, then Willowick is going to attack this spider he's fighting. He's going to attack the spider and not the arachnoid. And wow, so 2 exploding dice. Whoa, 2 more exploding dice. Okay, that's still quite a bit. 3, 6, 7. They have a chitin armor of 3, so that's 4 on his, and that's not quite enough to end it, but it is hurt. And then Honey's not sure. Honey's gonna attack the spider. Honey was gonna use her healing stone to heal herself, but she needs to attack, needs to take out the enemy. Hopefully she can survive. She's gonna rely on her armor and shield. All right, so she gets 6 dice with her attack. Reroll failed roll, which becomes an exploding die. Nice. All right, so 3, 6. That's 3 more damage off of hers, and it is also reeling a bit. And now it's the enemy's attacks. So this arachnoid is like and starts running towards his priestess, and so that's gonna provide Willowick an opportunity to make a free attack, and he only gets 2, 4, 6, 7 dice with that because he doesn't get or 8 dice because he doesn't get the extra bonus from 2 weapons because he only gets a hack with 1 weapon. So not great. 1 of the exploding dice. All right, so that's 3, 5. It has an armor of 2. So that's that much damage, but it's going to try to help its priestess. The other arachnoid does the same. It's going to head up these stairs to try to get to his priestess. And Honey takes a swipe at it as it leaves combat. She also gets 6 dice with her Warhammer. She gets reroll a failed roll and an exploding die. All right, so she does 3 damage to hers, so 3 stamina off of that thing. So they're making their way up the stairs to get to their priestess, and also to kind of guard the portal too. And then leaving the spiders to do some dirty work. So it's initiative. All right, so Thok. Nope, Thok's going after the arachnids. Willowick goes before. Nope, Salazar's going after. And she gets to reroll a failed roll, and she is going before. All right, Honey. Good. Oh, wait. I didn't have those spiders attack. Willowick and Honey. Let's do that now real quick. And we'll keep the initiative as before. That's the attack on Honey. Oh, no. We'll say it's the attack on Willowick. 4, 7. He has 2 armor off, so he takes 5 damage. Ouch. Oh, Willowick. And Willowick must make a strength resistance roll. And this is the spider, so he needs to deal 3. And he gets it, so he doesn't take any additional damage this time from the stinging venom. And then Honey is attacked. And 1 exploding die. So that is 6 minus 3 is 3 damage to Honey. Enough to keep her alive. And then, like I said, the portal keeps growing a bit wider. And now at this point, something is starting to come through. It almost looks like a piece of webbing, which is strange. And then now we go to this round. Honey has to make a strength test versus 3. She gets an exploder, and she's fine. She does not take any extra damage. And now we're going to go with Willowick is going to attack this spider that he's fighting. It's a lot of ones. No exploding dice, but he does 6 damage, -3. He drops his spider crawls up and he moves. He starts moving up the stairs and gets to this arachnoid. He needs to get to Lars' body, and he's taking a look at that webbing coming through, and it's weird. And then Honey attacks the spider that she is fighting, and she gets to reroll 1 failed roll. Okay, and this die explodes. So she does 5. -3 is 2. That's just enough to take her spider down. It curls up in a ball. Yep. All right. And then she's not as eager to run up the stairs as Willow is, so she backs off because she wants to use her healing stone. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So she moves out to the middle of the room. And then this arachnoid attacks him, and this arachnoid stands guard over the stairs. They can't let, you gotta wait for this. So this arachnoid is attacking Willowick. He bites at him and does 1 damage. So Willowick takes 1 damage. And Willowick must make a DL2. He does. He gets 2 right off the bat. Don't even need to re-roll the explosion. And he does not take any additional damage. All right, so now that brings us to Thok. Thok is going to hit the one fighting Willowick with a magic bolt. That's 5 casting dice he has. An exploder. So he only gets 2 successes. That's not enough to get through. It's agility resistance, so he does no damage. And then Salazar fires at the arachnoid that is fighting Willowick as well. Danger directors, that's what the game master in my games are called. You can feel free to give some kind of penalty for firing into melee or not. I'm going to give a -1 die for shooting into melee, so that's still going to be 8 dice. Maybe I'll make it 2. So that's going to be 6 dice for this roll. On the fly modifiers, which is covered in the rules. Ooh, okay, so that 5 4s. I wonder what the odds of that are. Man, these dice are crazy. So 5 4s against that guy. It has only 2, so it takes 3 more damage. And it is still up, still fighting, still protecting that portal as the webbing comes through. All right. So let's go to initiative. Willowick goes before. Thok is going after. Honey is going before. And Salazar is going before. So Salazar is going to fire off his bow again in quick succession. And he gets an exploding die. And he does 5. -2 is 3 more. And that is enough to take that arachnoid down. Hits it in the back. And it's down. And then we're going to have Willowick run up and stab this guy. Willowick is thirsting for vengeance for his friend Lars. Purple energy has been streaming out of Lars into that circular portal opening up that the web is coming through. He gets 2 exploding dice. Another exploding die. Another exploding die. All right, so that was 3, 6, 9, 10 successes. -2 is that's enough to take it down. So, and then just as the final arachnoid falls, Honey uses her healing stone on herself. 3 more stamina replaced, and that's another charge spent off her healing stone. Willowick cuts poor Lars down, and as he's coming down, the purple energy flies out of his body. The last of it flies out of his body, and the portal opens up, and whoosh, webbing just fires in to this room, and everybody has to make a agility resistance roll or be captured in the web. All right. So agility resistance for Thok. He has a 2. He is stuck. Honey has an agility resistance of 3, being a halfling. And they need 3. Okay, so she is not stuck. And Salazar has a agility resistance of 3, and he is stuck. And Willowick has agility of 3 as well, and so he is stuck. All right, so stuck, and stuck. So she breaks out a torch from her pack since she's not stuck, and lights it on fire and starts burning the web. And the web burning around her, maybe that wasn't such a great idea. Well, I got to get up there. I got to get to Willowick. So they're not unconscious. So each round they're going to try to break free. So they need a strength resistance roll to rip themselves of DL3 to rip themselves from the web. And Thok tries and fails. Honey makes her way 10 feet, burning the web. I'm going to have her take a D3 fire damage from the heat. So she takes 1 damage. And then Salazar is going to use his strength. He has strength resistance of 3 because he's a fighter, and he is unable to break free. Go figure. Willowick is going to try to break free. And he only rolls 2, so he fails to break free. All right, so she burns her way through. 2 more damage. Guess she's got to head towards the stairs. There's stairs on either side, as you can see on this map. Yeah. All right, so Thok is going to try to break free. He does. So Thok breaks free. All right. Salazar. Salazar breaks free. Snake Eyes, Salazar. And then Willowick. He breaks free. All right. So now they can use strength to kind of rip way through. Salazar is going to try to get out of the room. She makes it up here. There's less web up here, so she doesn't take any fire damage. And she's at the priestess, and she starts rooting around in the priestess's stuff. Takes her... she has a couple of daggers, so Honey takes those, and she also has a scroll case. She takes the scroll case, and that's really it. And so she has already burned herself a fairly clear path through the web, so she'll be able to get through there with no problem. Willowick is going to grab Lars's body, and the portal is still open, and he's going to fireman carry and swipe with his sword. Since he has an edged weapon, he's able to swipe through no problem and get out. Salazar uses his short sword and gets out. Thok has to strength check his way through. 3-1. He is unable to make any progress, but is not yet stuck. And then Honey makes her way through her path all the way out. And poor Thok. All right. So, yeah, needs 3 to rip. Oh, poor Thok, he's stuck. Help me! I can't seem to make my way through. And so he sets down Lars' body, swipes through, pulls him out, and then the web starts to continue to grow. After a few moments, we need to get out of here. Do you have Lars' body? Let's go. So they go. And they go pick up his body. They make their way outside, and they take a respite. And Honey's like, "Oh my goodness, oh man, I mean, you just watch over us. That was harrowing, horribly harrowing. So poor Poor Reggie. Well, we've got to get him back to Bork, and maybe Bork will be able to bring back Lars as well. Yes, I would much appreciate that. So they have to make their way back to Tinyvale. So on a roll of 1, they have an encounter. Oh no. Oh, it's getting ugly. They're hurting. They're trying to make their way back as quickly as possible. And they've got corpses they're dragging along with them. Oh boy. This adventure just keeps getting more and more interesting. Well, hopefully this is not a hopefully it's not an encounter that has to necessarily be violent. We'll see. All right, so they are in the wilderness. Bring on my wilderness checks. Tables over here. There we go. So they're in the woods. All right, so let's see what we got here. Nice. So they're making their way, and out into the middle of their pathway through the woods steps a rather large humanoid. Oh, be hungry. So Willowick is carrying Lars, and Salazar is carrying Reggie. They set them down as this ogre comes out. Oh, hungry. Oh, good ogre. Well, we have a little... Me want to eat halfling. Well, I'm not on the menu. I'm sorry. So you're going to have to live with this, but you're not eating me today. Oh, I am. Initiative. All right, so Willowick goes after. Honey goes before. Thok goes before. That's good, but Thok is out of power. You know what? They've traveled for a couple hours, and spell foci refresh 2 points every hour. I'm going to say he has 4 points back. 4 points. Spell foci do refresh every hour. All right. And who am I missing? I'm missing Salazar. I don't know what he rolled. I'll re-roll. All right, so he's going before as well. So Salazar unleashes an arrow at the ogre. Ogre, let me check out my stats for ogre. Yeah, okay. So unleashes an arrow. 8 dice. Ooh, 2 exploding dice. Ugh. 3, 6, 7. It has hides on, so that's -1 armor. So it takes 6 damage. All right. And then Thok is going to unleash a magic bolt. Yeah, he's just going to do a magic bolt. He's going to save it. He doesn't think he'll be able to put this thing to sleep. It's too big. So he's going to unleash magic bolt. So that's 5 dice. So, solid 5 successes. Off of its agility resistance. Check its agility resistance. And it is 2. So it takes 3 damage from the magic bolts. All right. So off to a good start. Then Honey is going to heal herself use another charge, her final charge, I think, if I'm keeping track right, of her healing stone, and that's 5 more. So she is up till 9 stamina currently. And she just kind of stands there and holds her ground. And then the ogre charges Willowick. No, once the halfling is going to charge her. So it goes in and attacks. It has 10 dice with its tree trunk. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4. Ogre swats the halfling. And, wow, okay. Only 1 exploding die. And explodes again. All right, so that is 3, 6, 8 minus 3 is 5 damage. So good thing she used that healing stone, or she'd be down right now. Oh, you know, good ogre. That hurt. All right, and then Willowick attacks. He's got 9 dice with his 2 weapons. 3, 6, 9. That was putrid. Absolutely putrid. Okay, so that's 4 minus 1 is 3. And that is that. So, initiative for everybody. Oh, me hungry. And so Willowick is going before the ogre. Honey is going before the ogre. Salazar is going before the ogre. And Thok is going after the ogre. Okay, so we're going to go Willowick. We're going to go Honey first. Honey's faster. Well, no, they're both about the same. So we'll just do Willowick. 2 weapons, 9 dice on the ogre. Better than last time. All successes with 1 exploding die and another exploding die. All right, so that is 4, 8, 10. That's enough to fell the beast. Sorry, no dinner here tonight. And then they continue on their way to Tinyvale, where they break the news that Lars has perished, but that the adventurers have agreed to try to have him brought back to life through Bork's Rod of Resurrection. Now they have to travel to Bork with Lars and Reggie. And so they spend a night here, though, because they still have enough time and they really need to rest, and that's going to replace all their stamina and all the charges on their healing stones and of course the power points that are now refreshed in Thok's spell focus. So we take a rest, get a meal, and then they break out at first light. So it's a day and a night. Red is the day, black is the night. If they come up a 1 or a 2, we have an encounter. No encounters. So they make it back to Bork, who is hanging out in this teleportation circle that that Argos has discovered. They didn't really establish them, they discovered them, but that's a whole other story for another time. And Bork is there. Oh, another of you died. Oh, this one I can bring back. This is his last time. His soul will be too rickety to bring back again. So he brings Reggie back. Oh, man, I say, I can't believe I've died now twice. I can't believe it. The skulker just sitting there laughing at me the whole time. But I'm back. I'm back. What happened to your voice? I don't know. I just don't know. And then, good Bork, this is a farmer who was sacrificed by some kind of spider priestess. Could you please bring him back? I'll see what I can do. No, I cannot. Oh, why? No, don't get me wrong. I'm not refusing. His soul is gone. What? It's gone. Nowhere to be found. Not responding to the call, the scepter of resurrection. You know what? Thoth steps forward.
No, that explains everything. They must have used the soul energy to open that portal that brought that webbing into that room.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't do anything more. I've been instructed, honey, to provide you with the scepter of resurrection, and it is a very powerful magic item, but apparently you need it. Glenessa wants you to have it for the remainder of this mission, and I have been called back. There's things I must attend to as well.
Well, thank you. Tell Glenessa I said thanks. That's great. Thumbs up. I'll thank her myself when I get back, but thank her for me.
Will do. Well, what's next?
Oh, that's a good question. You know what? Here, let me look at this. So Honey opens up the scroll case and starts reading it. Oh my. This is a holy scripture that says that a goddess Arachness is destined to enter into our reality through the sacrifice of blood, and it needs to happen in 4 places, and they need to happen in succession. And the next one, and then there's a map here that sets up where it looks like the places need to happen. So the first one is Tinyvale. Another one's up here near Catral's Peak. Another one is here in the foothills. And another one is near the spire in the Darkwood. Oh my. And then apparently that whole area must be covered in web, is what the scripture says. So Tinyvale must have been the first. That area must be the second, third, and fourth. Looks like, yes. Well, we better get moving.
Let me see that. Here. I have a map of all of the teleportation circles like this one located throughout the Swordlands. And the one closest to that one is in Argos. So you can teleport back to Argos, and you'll need to travel. That's a good over a week's travel, if I'm looking at this map correctly, to whatever that area is, and you can follow the map in their scripture.
Well, I guess we better get moving.
Yes. I will teleport back with you.
Well, Willowick, give Lerpa our regards, but we must hurry to save the Swordlands, apparently. And particularly Argos, because it looks like Argos is right in the middle of this whole mess.
Yes, well, thank you so much for what you've done. We'll give Lars a proper burial. And I hope you can stop this in time.
Me too. That'd be great. Well, thank you so much. Fare thee well. And keep Tinyvale safe.
Yes. Well. May Silvatar watch over you.
And Aegis too.
All right, let's go. Come on. We gotta move. Time is of the essence.
So they go into the teleportation circle, activate their rings, and they teleport to Argos. And that's where we're going to end this episode. So hopefully you enjoyed that. It was quite brutal, I think. And so thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following along the storyline. Let's see how the next mission goes. Until next time, keep on rolling dice and playing games. Mage Hammer out. Thanks for watching.